Stop the spread of coronavirus are new to everyone, and dealing with this new added stress can be difficult. Joining us this morning, Shelly. Shelly, good morning.
Good morning.
You may look familiar to some viewers because not too long ago you were on the Fox 5 Morning News for the Remarkable Women campaign winner.
I was.
Thank you for coming back.
Thank you for having me. Who
would have thought that we were going to talk about that, and now you're back here and you're going to help everybody take a deep breath today.
Take a deep breath. It's Seeking Hope. We talk about emotional first aid, and that's really what we teach. And we use a CARES model, and the first one of that is the C, which is connecting. We really just need to connect with each other. We use the technology, which is really great, but you'll find that some of the complaints that are coming out of and the concerns coming out of Italy and Spain are that we're lacking that human contact. We can be social responsible and still have a human contact. We need to have those conversations. So get to know your neighbor on your left, your neighbor on your right. Have those great moments with your children now. What is the memory that's going to last? Every crisis is bad, and we can say that. We can have that conversation.
You are a crisis intervention expert. What do you teach people in general? Because for some, this is a crisis, depending on who you are and how you handle stress and the unknown. Some people, Shelly, are taking this as a crisis, and they're panicking.
It is a crisis. Let's be honest, let's be truthful right out in the gate. This is a crisis. However, in what degree it may affect you, but it is one. We have to change our normal way of living and normal things that we do. So what are we going to do in the meantime? And the first thing, like I said, we need to connect with people and have that conversation. Say, this is bad, this is horrible, I don't like this is difficult for me. Acknowledge that. Say that's what's going on. And now what is the next step to we moving forward? And that's creating a plan and having that conversation.
There are a lot of conversations happening on social media and people posting stuff, and it could cause someone to panic more than they are. How do you talk to someone right now who has high anxiety and they're panicking and they're worried? What do you say?
I ask them, what has been your plan for this? Are you taking seriously the precautions that they've told you physically to take care of, the CDC and all of those things? If you're doing that, are you in the high-risk territory? Then you need to take those additional ones. That's the truth. You are doing what you're supposed to do in this situation. So let's take a deep breath and realize that there's also some good that can come out of this. What's the good side? We get to reconnect with our family like we've never done before. You may get to know your neighbor on your left and your neighbor on your right. And I say that very cautiously because you can still practice social media. Be the hero in your cul-de-sac that says, we're going to have a 6 o'clock meeting just to touch base with everybody at the end of the driveways and make sure everybody's got what they need, and then go back into that. What are the memories that we're going to carry out of this? That we have hundreds of thousands of toilet paper rolls? Or is it that we had a pillow fight with my family because we brought all the pillows into the living room and had popcorn and watched a movie together? What are the memories that we're going to create out of this? The panic, or find the joy in that? We may have to search a little bit, but that's what we go through and try and teach some of those things.
Hey, and on a total side note, if your stress levels go up, your immunity goes down.
Hello?
So just try to keep it happy.
If you know you're doing the right things, then just take that deep breath.
Right.
And when we try to help someone else in the process, that actually boosts where we're at. Take that bath that you keep saying, I want to take and I never get to. Do those types of things.
Shelly, the other important message as parents and adults are trying to figure this all out is that the little kids are watching, even when you think that they're not watching.
Yes, they are.
Oh, I had like a whole dissertation about the coronavirus for my little kids. I'm like, oh, they're listening.
They know, and we as parents need to say, our kids are listening. So rather than trying to protect them and say, it's okay, it's going to be fine, they're watching you. They know it's not fine. So let's be honest with them. What do you think is going on? What do you think is happening? Allow them to dictate the conversation. What do you want to do in this situation? Create a plan together. When they get to have some ownership of what we're going to do tomorrow, then you're going to have this cooperation in these wonderful moments that we didn't think that we could have. And it's creating that plan and actually talking to them at their level.
Shelly, thank you for being here. Good information. Hopefully everybody will take a moment to digest that one today.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. By the way, if you want more from Shelly, there is a link to her website on fox5sandiego.com. All right, 8:39 still to come on Fox 5. More rain rolling into San Diego. Chrissy Russo is going to tell us when it's going to come down the hardest. We'll be right back.